Hello everyone and welcome to Lovetts Locations. In this fifth instalment we're looking at a few screenshots from a few of my favourite TV programmes and films. I'll be showing you how they looked when I visited and how they look when they were filmed. If you enjoyed the next 10 minutes then please subscribe to my channel where you can see locations from The In-Betweeners, Gavin and Stacey and many more. We start off with my favourite sitcom of all time, Only Fools and Horses, and in the episode Chance for Lunchtime. This garage is where Cassandra's dad fills up with petrol and Rodney in the passenger seat sees Del across the road. The garage was closed when I visited and it was redeveloped in 2013-2014. The location is on White Ladies Road. Opposite the garage is where Rodney saw Del having lunch at a wine bar. You can see some stairs behind Raquel. The stairs can clearly be seen here. This is currently a bakery on White Ladies Road. In this screenshot, Del can be seen walking out of the Neg's Head before noticing Trigger on a date across the road. It is the Bristol Flyer and can be visited on Gloucester Road. Also in the episode dates, you can see the three-wheeled van parked outside a dating agency. This is where Del arranges a date with actress Raquel. The shop was to let when I visited. It is located on Old Market Street. Moving on to the episode Time on Our Hands, and this is where the journey began for the Trotters as they finally became millionaires. This is of course where they find the Harrison watch, or what they thought was an egg timer. The garages are behind Whitemead House on Duckmore Road. Del's garage is number 22. In the same episode, Boyce's showroom was seen, and it was here where Rodney buys Del a roller after becoming millionaires. This is on Marsh Road and is currently a walls and ceilings dry lining centre. In the classic scene in Heroes and Villains, this is where Del and Rodney scare off the muggers dressed as Batman and Robin. Notice the building behind Councillor Murray. This area of Bristol is Backfields. The building can clearly be seen as well as the car park where the mugging took place. In the episodes It Never Rains and Diamonds Are for Heather, this pub exterior was seen at the beginning of the episodes. I have visited this location twice. The first visit it was called the Hobgoblin. When I visited again in 2020 it was called the Three Johns, which is just off Chapel Market in Angel, London. Back to Bristol now with one of my favourite episodes, Danger UXD. Uncle Albert is seen here carrying a box of blow-up dolls to the van from their flat. This of course is Whitemead House on Duckmore Road, which was used as Nelson Mandela House from Series 6 onwards. Staying in Bristol and on to the episode Rodney Come Home. This screenshot sees Del approaching the flat of Rodney and Cassandra's. This is Guild Court, Redcliffe Backs. These are people's homes, so please respect their privacy when visiting. Back in London now and the start of Miami Twice Part 1. This is where they held the christening after party for Damien. The Middlesex Arms in South Ruislip was chosen as Nag's Head for this feature film. We now go back to Series 2 in London and a market scene where Rodney is meant to be on lookout. Notice the wall that Rodney is leaning against. It can be seen here on a side street just off Chapel Market, as well as the building visible across the road. We now move on to a screenshot from the In-Betweeners. In the episode The Field Trip, this is where the coach was parked outside the school. The location is, of course, Ruislip High School on Sidmouth Drive, which is seen in all episodes. We have two locations now from Fawlty Towers, episode Gourmet Night. My favourite sitcom growing up. Basil's car is seen outside Andre's restaurant. It is Wings Indian Restaurant on Preston Road, Harrow. This is the classic scene where Basil attacks his car with a tree branch. This location is on the corner of Mentmore Close in Kenton. We now move on to a few films and start with the most recent Disney film, Mary Poppins Returns. This pub is seen in the opening musical number underneath the lovely London sky. Jack is seen cycling past the pub. This is the Two Chairmen on Dartmouth Street. In this screenshot, Jack is seen sitting on top of a gate. This location is in Middle Temple, where also most of the musical number Step a Little Light Fantastic was filmed. We now move on to a few comedy films. We first visit Sandford, Bushey in Hertfordshire. This is the location of Sandford Police Station in Hot Fuzz. Another classic Simon Pegg film, Run Fat Boy Run. This is where Libby worked. It was called Libby's Nice Buns. It is found on Columbia Road and is currently called Super Nice. This was the start of the Nike River Run, which Dennis and Whit took part in. This was of course next to City Hall, which is no stranger to films. Also, Tower Bridge is seen in the background. Talking about taking part in the run, Dennis and Whit have a deep conversation. The location of this can be seen at Lafon Street in the borough of Southwark. Dennis's friend Gordon lived in this flat, seen in this screenshot. This is Jellicoe House in Ropley Street, just off Columbia Road. When Dennis works as a security guard at the beginning of the film, he chases a shoplifter down the street. This was filmed in the newly renovated section of Spitalfields Market on Brushfield Street. We start off in Shaun of the Dead with a visit to Liz's apartment. This is where Shaun visits Liz. This is Cunningham House in Highgate. On the way to the Winchester and escaping zombies, the gang are seen walking past some garages. This was quite hard to find, but it's in Barnet, London. Shaun visited this shop a couple of times in the film and goes to the fridge to grab a drink. It is currently a Londis shop. on Weston Park, which is across the road from Shaun's house. We finish off where we started and another shot from outside Liz's flat where Shaun battles the zombies. As mentioned previously, this is Cunningham House in Highgate. I have been Darren Lovett and thank you very much for watching.